It has been more than a week since the massive Iranian missile attack on military installations throughout Israel. Even though Israel has promised to punish Iran for this audacious attack severely, official Tel Aviv and its main ally the United States are not yet in a hurry to retaliate. It seems that Israel and the United States really did not expect that Iran's missile attack would be so powerful, and call into question the effectiveness of Western and Israeli air defense systems. Western military experts and analysts from almost all major think tanks were confident that Israel and the United States would launch a powerful strike against Iran on October 7, 2024. The fact is that October 7, 2024, was the first anniversary of the attack by Hamas militants on Israel. Therefore, many Western experts considered this date not only symbolic, but also the most suitable for Israel's retaliatory strike against Iran. However, as you can see, Israel and its main ally the United States are still refusing to launch a powerful strike against Iran. Instead, Israel continues its ground military operation in Lebanon, which has been officially named the Northern Arrows. According to IDF officials, Israel's main goal is the destruction of the Hezbollah movement, and not the fight against the Lebanese people. Watching the actions of the Israeli army in Lebanon, it becomes clear that Tel Aviv is trying to recreate the buffer zone that was in southern Lebanon in the 90s of the last century. This buffer zone should protect Israeli towns and villages from possible missile attacks by pro-Iranian militants. The Israeli High Military Command has concentrated several separate brigades and 2 divisions in Lebanon, in order to carry out this military operation and achieve all the intended goals. In addition, the IDF has also deployed a large number of missile systems and artillery in Lebanon. Moreover, Israel is also using Lebanon's lack of air defenses in its own interests. It is reported that Israeli combat aviation is operating non-stop in the skies over Lebanon, launching rocket and bomb attacks on places where Hezbollah militants, command posts, and weapons depots may be based. However, unfortunately, these rocket and bomb attacks are often massive and indiscriminate, leading to a large number of civilian casualties. In addition, it is worth noting that Israeli army units are moving very slowly through the territory of Lebanon. IDF units are moving through the territory of Lebanon in a crowded manner. Moreover, the Israeli soldiers are not even concentrating and are not effectively defending their positions. All this has led to the fact that Hezbollah militants have found a fairly effective way to counter the IDF ground offensive. In particular, Hezbollah militants have begun to operate in small groups, attacking Israeli soldiers with drones and long-range anti-tank complexes. As a result, the Israeli infantry began to suffer heavy losses in manpower and equipment. Against this backdrop, an Irish soldier posted a photo online of the Irish base of the UN contingent in Lebanon. This photo had the effect of a bomb explosion. This photo clearly shows how the IDF hides Israeli tanks on the territory of the base of UN peacekeepers. In addition, representatives of Hezbollah confirmed that Israel uses UN peacekeepers as human shields. According to them, the Hezbollah command was forced to give the order not to engage the enemy to avoid casualties among peacekeepers. They act meanly and cowardly, hiding behind the backs of the peacekeepers. They want us to strike at peacekeepers in Lebanon, to accuse us of terrorism and reduce international support for our movement, Hezbollah officials said. Meanwhile, the former head of the IDF Military Intelligence Directorate Amos Yadlin, during an interview with American journalists from CNN, found it difficult to answer the question of why Israel is still postponing a strike on the Islamic Republic of Iran. At the same time, he stressed that sooner or later Israel will deal a crushing blow to Iran. "Believe me,
I know what I am talking about.
Make no mistake, the upcoming Israeli attack on Iran will be something unprecedented in the Middle East, former head of the IDF Military Intelligence Directorate Amos Yadlin said. Against this backdrop, it is also worth noting the statements of many reputable Middle Eastern and Western experts. In particular, they explicitly stated that Iran would never have dared to attack Israel with such a large number of hypersonic and ballistic missiles if Tehran had not been confident in its capabilities. According to them, Iran has a trump card that deters Israel and the United States from a full-scale attack on this Islamic Republic. The influential news channel Al Jazeera also added oil to the fire. In particular, journalists and experts of this information channel in all seriousness said that in September of this year, in complete secrecy, Iran conducted the first underground nuclear weapons test. Surprisingly, a few days after this statement, an authoritative expert and Omani professor Hamad al-Nufli made a rather alarming statement for Israel and the United States. In particular, he said that Tehran may soon officially announce that Iran has nuclear weapons. It is noteworthy that Western think tanks took these statements very seriously, and suggested that Iran really acquired its own nuclear bomb. The fact is that at the end of September, seismologists in Armenia recorded a rather strange earthquake with a magnitude of 4.4 on the Richter scale. According to them, the epicenter of this earthquake was in the sparsely populated Iranian province of Semnan. Moreover, Armenian seismologists stated that their seismic sensors had shown strange data.
Obviously, this was not an earthquake, as the indicators of our seismic sensors skyrocketed and then disappeared. Most likely it was an underground nuclear explosion, the Armenian seismologists said.
My friends, if Iran really acquired its own nuclear weapons, then it becomes clear why Israel has intensified hostilities in the Middle East in such a short period. Now it becomes clear why Tel Aviv so quickly created reasons for rocket and bomb attacks not only on Hezbollah, Yemen, and Lebanon, but also on Iran. Now it becomes clear why the United States and Western countries are in no hurry to strike Iran, fearing for the lives of their soldiers at Middle Eastern military bases. The recent massive Iranian missile attack on Israeli military installations and the complete failure of Western and Israeli air defense systems really scared Washington and Tel Aviv. The Americans and Israelis realized that, if necessary, Iran could easily deliver a nuclear charge anywhere in Israel. Many experts are sure for that very reason the United States and Israel are still postponing a powerful strike against the Islamic Republic of Iran.